All right, you guys, so today we are going to get a look at some of the new wave of the 5 POA figures that have just recently been released. I had an opportunity to go out and pick them up today, and we're going to get a look at those, as well as some of the other figures from the earlier wave in the 5 POA line that we haven't looked at yet. And by the way, guys, I want to apologize first and foremost. I haven't put out many videos in the past week and a half or so. I've taken on a new position at my job that's really consumed a lot of my time. So I haven't been able to provide any time to my channel and produce any videos as of late, as you guys can see. And so I do apologize for that. But I assure you the content will pick up in the next week or so. Guys, we are going to get a look at a lot of these figures here today, guys, and of course we're going to run right through these real quickly, guys. We don't want to take up too much time in this video, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, guys, and as you can see from our left to right, we have our Luke Skywalker from The Last Jedi. We also have Qui-Gon and Maul from The Phantom Menace. We also have a very cool item, guys, that I picked up today. And incidentally, guys, this particular item, there's two items that you see up there that were just released today, and those items happen to be released through Denny's. That is right, Denny's, the restaurant here in the States. And they have just these two particular cups that come with the head model of Chewbacca, as well as our range trooper, as you can see there, guys, and really cool cups. And then of course the bottom portion of the cup is designed in the chest portion of the particular figure, again, Chewbacca and our range trooper. So very cool items there. And then of course we have Princess Leia from Empire Strikes Back, and then we get into one of the new figures from the Solo film, so we're going to get a good look at him as well. I don't even know that particular figure's name. And then of course we have a couple of re-releases that we received here. That would be Kylo Ren, Snoke, K2SO, Maz, and then of course we have the Chewbacca cup there from Denny's. And then on the bottom portion here, guys, these two guys right here, we have our range trooper in the 5 POA, as well as our mud trooper. We're going to get a look at the mud trooper as well. Two other characters from the Solo film, guys. So very cool. And of course, guys, as you can also see, the background has changed a bit, guys. I have upgraded the display portion here, guys. I've also put up a couple of my posters that I have, guys. So we're gonna get a look at that as well. So guys, I hope you enjoy the video. All right, you guys, and the first two we're gonna get a look at is going to be our Mimbam trooper, as well as our range trooper. Very cool in the 5 POA scale. Love these guys, love the detail on these guys. So let's get a real good close look at both of these guys. Starting with our range trooper, we have our 5 POA range trooper. Very cool, very awesome. So guys, I did pick up quite a few of these guys. I think maybe about 4 or 5 of these guys, so because I wanted to army build with these guys. And I do see that this one's not necessarily peg warming, but there are some on the pegs. So I don't know if anybody's really army building these guys at the moment, but I do have a small little legion of these guys. I think we're going to see quite a few of them on the train in the Solo movie, so I wanted to get a couple of those guys in case I wanted to set up any kind of diorama with them. But very cool. Very close to the 6-inch version that we received in the Black Series line. So really cool. Similar detail on each figure, in the same almost exact mold, just a smaller scale. Nice detail with the gun as well, guys. Again, it is 5 POA, so you're not going to get a lot of articulation. Just straight up and down, no turn or twist in the wrist, no additional articulation. You will get a twist in the head there, and then of course the movement in the legs. So very cool, very awesome figure. All right, guys, and then getting a look at the Membam Trooper, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but this is really cool. A very nice addition to the Trooper line, and really awesome. The detail, the grime, the dirt on this guy. I mean, of course, Hasbro knows what collectors like, how we expect to see our troopers, and of course I think this is probably one of the best weathering jobs that you will get on a 5 POA figure. Just really awesome job. Of course, nicely detailed in the helmet there, just really nice job. He also comes in this pose, holding both hands on the gun there, so really cool. So he comes with this additional weapon, just really cool, kind of a long range rifle of some type. Interesting little tip there on it. Of course, you have the strap right here, scope, nicely detailed weapon. So really cool, very awesome figure, guys. Love the cape, very much in the style of Phasma. So we kind of see where Phasma's line of Stormtrooper comes from. Obviously, she wasn't the first Stormtrooper with the cape. Of course, now we have the Membam Trooper, who is sporting the very cool cape. So very cool 5 POA figure. I was only able to get about 3 of these guys. I want to army build these guys as well, but this one is a very hard find. You will not find this guy on the pegs for too long. If you do see him, grab. All right, guys, and next up is going to be our Denny's cups, the little collectible cups from Denny's, guys. I know this is kind of outside of the figure and Hasbro line and whatnot, but I did pick these up today and I thought it was really cool. So here you have the very cool Solo logo there, Denny's logo there, new film, Chewie, very nice, very cool there. We have Chewie's fur here. We have the bandolier going across, and it is the bandolier from the movie. Of course, he is wearing his goggles that we see depicted in the trailer, so very cool, very awesome. Love how it goes through the hair there. Really nice, really cool. And it's been brought to my attention that these were just released today. I just happened to go over to grab me a bite to eat, and I assumed that they just had these available. I didn't know that they were released today, and they had them, and I purchased this one, and I also purchased the Range Trooper that you see in the background, and we're going to get a look at him in just a moment. But yeah, really cool. I forget how much these are a piece, guys, so I do apologize for that. I was just excited to get them. Also comes with this very cool straw right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave all of that in. Of course, I didn't put any drink on the inside of these guys. I just got them as all right, guys, and getting a look at our Range Trooper cup from Denny's. Very cool, very awesome. Just the head sculpt of the Range Trooper there with the lens right there, very cool. And then of course, in the body of the cup, you get the chest plate of the Range Trooper. You get the little fur there, right there across the top there. So very nice cup. And then of course, again, you get your Range Trooper symbol, very cool. Empire symbol right there. Solo in a different color. That's awesome. Denny's, very cool. Split in the jacket, like that detail right there. Very awesome, very cool. Love these things. So yeah, I don't know if they're going to continue a line of these where they produce Solo and Lando, Kiera, but this thing is really cool. Again, you have the straw that comes with it. Love the detail in the helmet on this cup. So really cool, very nice little collectible item that will look good on the shelf, guys. All right, you guys, and then of course, again, this is a repack of the previous wave of figures in the line of the 5 POA line of figures. But again, I went ahead and picked them up just to see if we get any different phrases from the figures from the Last Jedi film. So we'll go ahead and get a look at that. All right, guys, and then of course we're also going to get a look at the Rogue One K2SO figure. Now, of course, we've also received this one already. It's again a repack, but this is I don't mind. As a matter of fact, I may pick up a couple of more of these guys just to fill out any Imperial base diorama that I may have. All right, guys, and getting a look at Maz, very cool, very awesome. We get her with her backpack from The Last Jedi, really cool, and her pistol from The Last Jedi. Now, again, I believe this is like the third repack with her, but I don't believe we've ever gotten the backpack, but I could be mistaken about that. But I'll have to go back and look at my collection from The Last Jedi and see if that is in fact the case. I don't know if her glasses are removable, but no, they don't seem to be removable, so that is not the case. But again, these are all 5 points of articulation, guys, so there's not a lot of articulation, but there is Maz looking really cool and awesome with her backpack. All right, guys, and getting a look at Snoke, a really cool look at Snoke. Love this figure. Now, I actually had this figure for a while. I actually have, maybe this might be my third or fourth 5 POA version of this figure. Of course, I'm expecting this particular version to have some different phrases from the previous versions that I've received in that Destroyer set. So we'll see if that is the case. All right, guys. And then, of course, we have Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren, very cool. Now, one thing I do notice with Kylo Ren, I believe the cape is in a different mode. I could be mistaken about that, but the cape seems to be different than the previous one that we received with his Starfighter. Look at Darth Maul, very cool. We have him here with his cloak, really awesome. Love it. Love the design. Really good mold on the cloak. Really, really awesome. Love this. In the back, just nice molding. Really, really nice. Double blade. Blade does come apart. The cloak does come off, and we're going to get a look at that. He also comes with his little bracelet there. So really cool, very awesome looking figure. All right, you guys, and getting you a look at Maul without his cloak, really awesome, very cool. And then, of course, we also have the blade broken apart. Very, very cool, really awesome. You do get a bit more articulation with Maul in the wrist here, as you can see, guys. You can pose the wrist as you wish. Very cool. That they actually turn at the elbow. There's a turn on the elbow in each arm that allows you to pose the blades as you wish. So very cool figure. I think really the figure by itself is worth the double pack. We haven't even gotten a look at the additional accessories. I love the look of the additional draperies here. Just really cool. Looks very nice for a 5 POA figure. I think that's really cool. Look at the texture. There's nice texture in there to give it a really good look. Love the face scope as well. Looks like they did a really good job on the face scope. So let's see if we can drop those blades, guys, and get a look at that face scope. Just really good job there on this Maul. Probably the star so far of the 5 POA line at this moment. All right, guys, and then next up we have Qui-Gon Jinn. Very cool, very awesome figure. Now, of course, along with Maul, I think I have, I don't know, maybe about 6 or 7 of these guys each, between the two, between the Power of the Force line and whatnot, and other variations of the line. Now, of course, in this line of figures from Hasbro, we are getting these figures again. But it doesn't bother me because, of course, these figures are compatible with the Force Link, so we'll see what these figures have to say. And then, of course, it's always cool to get Qui-Gon Jinn in any aspect that you can get him in, so that's always a bonus. So really cool figure, very awesome looking figure. Really love the detail in the tunic and everything, the wrinkles. Just really awesome. Love the face sculpt, is not bad at all. All right, guys, and getting you a look at Maul's probe droid. Really awesome. Love the detail. Love the black lens in there. Just really good detail on this thing. Really awesome. I can actually hear the sound effects of this thing in my head as we look at it here. Nice little stand that comes with it, clear stand. Really, really nice little addition to your 5 POA 2-pack Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul set. All right, you guys. And then, of course, there is no review without a review of Her Royal Highness. That is Princess Leia Empire Strikes Back version for our solo release line of figures for 2018. So very cool. Now, of course, we again have had many versions of this particular figure, whether it be in the vintage line or the Power of the Force line, or what have you. We have had this particular figure a couple of times. Of course, we never had it with the Force Link feature, so we're going to get a look at that as well. But really cool detail there on the sleeve, on the jacket. Jacket is not removable. There is no additional articulation in the wrists, so she is 5 POA strictly. But really, really cool figure of Princess Leia Organa. All right, guys, and getting you a look at Moloch. Really, really cool figure. Just really cool 5 POA figure. Awesome little cape there. Rubber mold of the cape draped on the figure. Really awesome looking figure. This is a very cool figure. There is no articulation in the legs. He's basically just a standing figure. The only articulation is in the arms with this guy, but he is still very cool looking. You have a cool little weapon here, pistol of some type, and then a very cool staff. So really awesome. I don't know if he's just a background character or if he is going to play some type of role in the film, some significant role, but he looks awesome, and I think he is a very cool looking figure. All right, you guys, so we got a quick look at all of our figures, so let's go ahead and get a listen on the Force Link and what phrases the figures will have for us.
Trooper, standing guard. Look alive. Enemy reinforcements incoming. There they are. Blast them. We're taking heavy fire here. Trooper, standing guard. Ah! Trooper TK611 reporting for duty. Weapons ready. Let's move out. Light them up. Keep some pressure on them. Weapons ready. Let's move out. Ah! Keep some pressure on them. Ah!
All right, guys, and let's get a listen in on K2SO.
I'm K2SO. I'm a reprogrammed Imperial droid.
I'm not very optimistic about our odds.
Congratulations. You are being rescued. A lot of explosions, but 2 people blending. I'm K2SO. I'm a reprogrammed Imperial droid. There are a lot of explosions, but 2 people blending in. I'm K2SO. I'm a reprogrammed Imperial droid.
All right, you guys, and let's get a listen in on Maz.
I am no Jedi, but I know the Force. Let's get to it. I assume you need something. Desperately. We must face them. Fight them. Let's get to it. I've seen people take many forms. I've seen evil take many forms.
All right, you guys, and here we have Snoke.
I feel a presence. Skywalker lives. We will crush them once and for all. The resistance will soon be in our grasp. We will crush them once and for all. The resistance will soon be in our
All right, guys, and let's get a listen in on Qui-Gon.
May the Force be with you. Trust in your instincts. That is the sound of 1,000 terrible things headed this way. Trust in your instincts. That is the sound of 1,000 terrible things headed this way. Trust in your instincts. That is the sound of 1,000 terrible things headed this way. Trust in your instincts.
All right, you guys. So we are going to get Maul with the Force Link. So let's see what lines they have given us with Maul.
At last, we will have our revenge. I challenge you, one warrior to another.
Cool.
I have been waiting for you. You will not stand in my way. 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 I will make you share my pain. You will not stand in my way.
All right, guys, and one other thing I forgot to show you are the binoculars for Maul for the 5 POA version, the 2-pack that comes with Qui-Gon Jinn. These are his binoculars, guys. So I wanted to get you a look at those, and please forgive my fingers there, guys, but there are the binoculars for Maul right there. All right, you guys. So as promised, I was going to show you the new area here, our new display area slash workplace area. This is my little workplace area, as well as where I do my presentation for my videos, as many of you know who have been with the channel for a little while. So guys, I want to get you a look at some of the changes that I made here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have added a couple of posters there. That is my last Jedi poster that I got from Star Wars Celebration, as well as the Galactic Knights poster that I got during the Galactic Knights at Walt Disney World in Orlando last year during Star Wars Celebration as well. There is a second side to that poster as well. The theatrical release poster is on the other side of that poster, so I can flip that over at any time. The posters are not actually stuck to the wall. I kind of have the little pins there, as you can see, holding the posters in place against the wall, so I can actually change those posters out at any time that I wish to do so. So that's why I did it that way. And then, of course, I've taken my Hot Wheels crafts, as you guys can see. I used to have them sprawled across the table for the most part. Now I have placed them in the shelving here. It's a cubicle shelving. Only cost me about $39.99 a piece, so 40 bucks a piece. And then I added those little lights there to the top to illuminate everything. I think those were about 12 bucks, and they have a little adhesive thing where you can stick them to the top and illuminate your stuff. So there is the new displays. As you can see, we have our Imperial sides. We also have our Rebel and Resistance sides, as well as some prequel era vehicles in there. I don't know that give you guys a look at the A-Wing and the Y-wing that is sitting in there. And of course, we have our Rebel Falcons, I should say, and Kylo silencer. So, and incidentally, those everything you see right there is Revel. Those 3 vehicles on top of the PlayStation are Revel, if anyone is wondering. Also, the Y and the A-Wing are Revel. 2 prequel era vehicles right there are Hasbro releases. And then everything else is pretty much Hot Wheels at the top. And speaking of Hot Wheels. Alright, you guys, so as a special added bonus, we are going to get a really quick look at some of the solo releases for the Hot Wheels vehicles. Now, when I say the Hot Wheels vehicles, I know there are 2 different styles of the Star Wars Hot Wheels vehicles. You have the little actual car vehicles that are themed with the characters, and then of course you have the actual Star Wars vehicle. All right, you guys, and getting you a look at Rey's speeder. First up is Rey's speeder. So really cool. Now, of course, this was a part of the Force Awakens Hot Wheels line of vehicles, and I didn't really pick up on these until I think Rogue One is when I started picking up on these. And so obviously there's a few from the Force Awakens that I missed out on. This is one of them, but now I have it. And for those of you who don't know, each one of the vehicles comes with these really cool stands, and you place the stand underneath. There's a little slot right there. Once you place it on the stand, you're good to go, and you're all set. So very cool. Next up is our First Order tie. Really cool, lovely detail on these things, guys. I really enjoy these things. So there is our First Order tie. Really cool, lovely detail on these. Hot Wheels always does a really good job with these things, guys. So really cool stuff. All right, guys, and here is a look at Kylo's tie silencer. Very cool, very awesome. All black, which is funny because the Rebel version is the same gray as your standard tie, but I think in the film it depicts the craft as being black. So I would say that this would probably be the more accurate color for the silencer versus that gray color that the Revel comes in, but it doesn't bother me. The Revel version is really cool, and the fact that it's not all black doesn't bother me at all. So really cool stuff, guys. All right, guys, and here we have Kylo's command shuttle. Very cool. I love the shuttles because those always come with articulation in the wings, as you can see. So you have your articulation. Very cool. And of course, you can close them back if you wish to have it in that style, or if you want to have it open, just simply open them up, and there you go. You're good to go. So really cool stuff. Kylo Ren's command shuttle. Very awesome. Engines back there. Cool stuff. All right, guys, and we have our Resistance ski speeder here. Very cool. I like the way it stands on its stand. It has the kickstand right there to help support it on one side. Then you have the support underneath the cockpit there. We actually have Poe. Looks like is on the inside there. I don't know if you guys can see that. So that is really cool detail for Hot Wheels. Really cool. Get you guys a better look at that. Very cool. Poe Dameron in the cockpit there. Very cool. Very nice addition to the Hot Wheels Star Wars vehicle collection. All right, guys, and here we have our Resistance bomber. as depicted in The Last Jedi. Really cool. Now, one of the things that I did enjoy from The Last Jedi was some of the vehicles, the new vehicles that they presented to us. This is among one of my favorites, which is, again, the Resistance Bomber. I just like it. I like the design of it. I don't know how practical it is. I know there is some controversy with the bombs dropping in space and whatnot. That didn't particularly bother me. There are things that you can do to explain that, so that wasn't any issue that I had with The Last Jedi. I rather enjoyed the bomber scene. Actually, I thought Paige was one of the heroes of that particular story, actually, and she only had a few seconds of screen time. So I thought that was really cool, and actually one of my favorite parts of the film, actually. So if there's, whenever someone asks, what did you enjoy with The Last Jedi? Well, I did enjoy the bomber scene, and I really love the bomber vehicle. All right, you guys, and getting you a look at the AT Hauler. This is a new vehicle for the Star Wars franchise. Very cool, and we will see this vehicle in the Solo film coming out next week. So really cool. Getting you guys set for the release of Solo. So we are now into our Solo vehicles, and again, this is the AT Hauler. Very cool vehicle. You can actually see this vehicle in the trailer. If you look closely in the train scene, it is flying just above the train in one of the shots there. Very cool vehicle, guys. All right, guys, and then getting you a look at Han and his speeder from Hot Wheels. Really cool. Of course, over the last few videos, we've seen a couple of different versions of this. We've seen the Revel version, we've seen Hasbro's version, and now we're looking at Hot Wheels version of Han Solo speeder. Really, really cool stuff, guys. All right, guys, and last but not least, we do have our Falcon, pristine Falcon, brand new Falcon from the Solo film by Hot Wheels here. Really awesome. Very cool. So now I have both versions of this vehicle in, well, I have both versions of this vehicle in several different forms and scales. But now I have it in the Hot Wheels scale as well. All right, you guys, so there we have it. We have our figures from the Solo line of figures in the 5 POA scale. We also have our Hot Wheels vehicle, and then of course we have also presented you with our Denny's collectible cups with the Range Trooper and Chewbacca. Very cool collectible cups. Very awesome. I'm so glad I was able to pick those up today. So there it is, guys. Very cool. Very awesome. But of course, as always, I would like to know what your thoughts are. Please let me know what you think about any of the figures that we looked at here today, or any of the Hot Wheels vehicles that we looked at. And then also let me know what you think about my new display for our presentations and reviews. Let me know what your thoughts are on that as well. Put those comments down below. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the new additions to the display case. May the Force be with you always.